The weight on your shoulders, the pressure of being the one who must break barriers, rethink everything, and push beyond limits is crushing, isn't it? Every day feels like strange new territory, full of invisible walls nobody prepared you for. You're expected to lead, to innovate, and to scale while everywhere around you, something invisible is pulling you back, quiet but relentless. It's not just competition or market forces. It's something deeper, something that whispers doubt when you need courage most, that makes you question if you're enough when the world shouts, no. You feel the isolation that comes with being different, with being the one who won't settle, won't conform, won't just play the game by the rules everyone else follows blindly. That loneliness, it's more than a feeling. It's a slow squeeze on your fire, trying to snuff it out. You've probably noticed by now how the systems around you don't just fail to help. They actively work against the kind of greatness you're chasing. They dress up mediocrity and call it success, reward those who nod along, and punish the ones who question. You're left wondering why your radical ideas are met with empty stares or polite dismissals. Why the brilliant, rare minds barely connect but instead drift, each burning alone in their corner, starved of the value only true connection can bring. It's like the world has built a maze that's invisible to most, but deadly for those trying to create what's genuinely new. What's more, the ladder you're climbing keeps shifting, with the rungs disappearing in the name of comfort and stability. It makes you ask, how do you keep breaking through when everything down below tells you to stop? But here's where everything changes. Those invisible chains, they can be broken. That quiet voice of limitation, it can be drowned out. What's really driving this pain is the illusion you've been fed. The lie that freedom equals following rules, that progress is made by fitting in, that stability requires sacrificing your greatest instincts. The truth is raw. Freedom isn't found in a rulebook. It dwells in the space where you refuse to accept the story handed to you. It lives in the rebellion against convenience, in the fierce choice to burn everything down rather than bow to mediocrity. The power you're after, real power, is the power of being sovereign in your will, of shaping reality instead of letting it shape you. Listen closely, because this is what sets apart those who change the game from everyone else. They don't wait for the system to catch up. They don't ask permission to be exceptional. They don't settle for being part of the noise. Instead, they build their own signals, their own networks, their own ecosystems, where the rare become understood, where the misunderstood find allies, where the misaligned brilliance becomes aligned power. Imagine what happens when every broken connection is rebuilt but stronger, when isolation turns into relentless collaboration, when strength isn't forced conformity, but the celebration of contrast, uniqueness, diversity. This is no ordinary community or fleeting hype. It's a movement where your fire isn't buried but harnessed, shaped, amplified. No more dilution, no more settling, just raw, unfiltered becoming. The path you're invited to walk isn't easy. It demands ruthless honesty, patience that stretches beyond quick wins, and a critical eye that questions even the truths you've always trusted. It's a path where will is a weapon, and resilience is forged every day. It's a life lived not by the rules of nations or parties, but by a code rooted in sovereignty and transformation. This means being incredibly selective about who you align with, seeking those few whose flames burn as fiercely as yours, who challenge rather than comfort, who rebel rather than resign. Because true freedom isn't about belonging to the many, it's about finding your tribe among the rare, the few who dare to become the future. Right now, you stand at a crossroads. The easy path of safety, conformity, and muted ambition on one side, and the wild, untamed journey of radical growth, authentic power, and breaking all the invisible limits on the other. The world wants you to pick comfort, to settle into a borrowed life easy to manage and control. But inside you, there's that unbearable tension, that gnawing silence screaming that you were made for more. That quiet calling is the spark no lie can extinguish. It's the call to reclaim the power the world tried to steal from you, to reject the system's emptiness and build the one thing no one else can, your own future. This movement isn't about changing the world the way everyone imagines it. It's about unleashing the ones who will change it, the rare individuals who are done waiting for a permission slip and ready to rewrite the rules entirely. This is the infrastructure for the exceptional, the network where isolation breaks down and radical potential ignites. And it's waiting for you, not for the many, but for the few who are willing to bear the fire and carry the torch further than anyone dared before. So ask yourself this: what would it take to step fully into that power? To live without illusions and embrace the raw challenge of shaping your own reality? To find the allies who amplify who you are instead of diluting it? To become not the follower of a fading system, but the creator of something profoundly new? The invisible force holding so many back, the silent, smiling slavery of comfort and conformity, can no longer claim you. Your fire is yours, your will is your weapon, and your time is now. You don't have to be the many who fit in. You are the few who burn fierce. You are the game changers, the ones who are done with waiting, done with silence, done with limits. This isn't about survival, it's about becoming. And through this becoming, the world doesn't change because you change it. The world changes because you change yourself first, because you refuse to play by old rules, because you redefine what is real, because you connect not just to others, but to the essence of what it means to be truly free. The chance to break free from the invisible force is here. It's not a far-off dream or some distant ideal. It's a movement, a call, an unshakable truth for the few who will dare to answer it. If the fire inside you is burning right now, refusing to be put out by anything, then this moment is yours. The invisible is no longer invisible when you step into the light of your own making. The game changes when you move. The future belongs to those who refuse to be ordinary, or even acceptable. The future belongs to those who become unstoppable.